5:40, and gentleman who I've spoken with before, under different circumstances, as a matter of fact, it had to do more with kind of a council that was put together here in the city. And we'll talk a little bit about that and how that's going. But Brendan Culleton joins me, and the Look Fest 2012, locally organized organic knowledge, coming up this weekend. And how you doing, by the way, Brendan?
I'm doing pretty good, John. I've actually been doing really well. It's been a good summer so far.
Mm-hmm. Eco-Conscious Community Festival is what we're talking about here, right? It's right beside the Western Fair Farmers Market coming up on Saturday?
That's right. The time slot for that is a one-day event. It happens from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And basically, the idea behind it is really to bring together people within our community so they can have conversation with like-minded folks who are interested in things like ecological sustainability, things like yoga, meditation, or just fluoride-free water is a big topic. People who just really care about helping create a better future for the generations to come is really what this festival is about, is encouraging those types of mind styles. So,
one of the things that you and I have spoken about before is Paradigm Shift London. Now, that is still your baby, right?
I mean, as much as it is something that I helped get rolling, I mean, it's not something that I claim ownership of. Right. Paradigm Shift London, for those who are unfamiliar, is a youth-initiated community that encourages open-mindedness, healthy living, and the evolution of consciousness is the way I put it. And the website that we have for that is paradigmshiftlondon.com. And the Look Festival is also affiliated through Paradigm Shift London because I'm going to be the MC for the Look Fest, which is happening this weekend. So a lot of the ideas and sort of the things that we encourage through Paradigm Shift London is really what's happening at the Look Fest in a lot of ways, without it being a Paradigm Shift London event. So
the Look Fest itself has been going on for how many years now?
This is going to be the third year, although the first year we did get rained out. So last year was really the first year that we did it on dry grass. And it's really kind of up in the air in terms of like what happens within that day, because it's really supposed to be an event of like spontaneous creativity. So it really depends on what the community brings to the festival in terms of like their liveliness, their creativity. We're encouraging people who have their own art to take part in creative art, such as chalk drawing or even poetry reading. Poetry reading is going to be something that we're going to be getting people up on stage to practice sharing their voice. Like a lot of like what this thing is about is a lot of it is practice. I mean, oftentimes people might be interested in a lot of the ideas that come up through Paradigm Shift or the Look Fest, but they don't have too many people to talk to about these topics. So a festival event like Look Fest is a place where you'll be able to like make new friends who have their own information, their own knowledge, their own understanding about, say, it could be even something as simple as like how to grow your own food. Like organic food is a big topic these days. I mean, there's a lot of people are becoming more aware of the idea of GMOs, genetically modified food, and everything. So something as simple as creating your own food and knowing how to do that is something that you'll be able to talk to people about at the Look Fest. So.
And there's lots of anomalies around that, because a lot of people think they're eating organic when they're not. So there's lots to be discovered there. I want to talk about what you're doing personally. You just started as a volunteer camp counselor for a local free school camp program.
That's right, yeah, and you know, all the stuff I'm doing is really all tied in, and the free school program is something that is very cool, and it does tie in with the whole topic of Look, because with some of the kids that we're working with at the camp are actually going to be at the Look Festival, and it's very similar in its theme. The free school camp, I'll just mention that because it is absolutely so important, and we are looking for people to get more involved with it. It's basically happening from now until August 17th, and it's happening out of the Goodwill Bookstore off of Adelaide, and it's a free school camp in the sense that it literally doesn't cost any money for people to send their kids to, and they're also looking for volunteers too. And some of the things that we're doing, I'll just tell you, like in the last couple of days, we started off the morning by like walking a good like kilometer and a half to a local park and doing yoga with the kids and getting the kids involved with like choosing their own yoga moves and everything. And then we were doing like nature hikes and having one of our friends who's very familiar with a lot of the plants in the area, teaching the kids about the different plants, teaching them about compost and things like that, and just getting them out and active. And another big thing is actually every day the kids are going to be cooking their own meals. So something as simple as, you know, getting a kid away from the idea that they only can eat something if their mom made it or if it's prepackaged,
yeah,
thrown in a microwave. So getting them to become reliable and understanding that it's not incredibly hard. And once you start doing it, it's actually something that you can share with your friends as well. So we hope that the kids who get involved with this will be able to take it back home and even share with their parents as well as their other friends. So for people who are interested, and like I said, they're still looking for children to get involved with this. So anybody who happens to be listening to this interview, if you'd like more information on it, the best way to do it would be to contact the Goodwill Bookstore, and the address for that is 1044 Adelaide Street North, and the phone number you can dial is 519-433-2665.
Okay, 433-2665, right on.
433-2665. And talk to Caroline or Mary, rather, and they'll get you sorted out. And again, we're also looking for volunteers as well. Like, I'm volunteering, and it's just been a blast so far. You know, like, it's great to see the kids actually, like, get interested and get excited about the things that really aren't being encouraged in terms of mainstream. You know, like one of the kids there in particular, I'm working towards getting him to detach himself from his Game Boy. You know, like that's something that he's so connected to. So I'm like, man, like there's more exciting things than just your Game Boy, and we're teaching them. One of the big things is actually we're teaching them about virtues, like life virtues, you know, things like courage and honesty and modesty and moderation. So the very important things that are definitely going to be able to like help create who they are in the future, and it's really exciting. So I encourage people to get involved with that, and that totally ties in with the Look Festival in the terms of like what it represents, and that's really just this goal of trying to create like a better future, and the idea that it takes a village to raise a child. So there's so many people within our community who have all this knowledge, and it's not something that, you know, a lot of people think that they need to pay money in order to learn something. But here, these people, they have this knowledge, they have understanding of like how to grow their own food, and they want to share it with people in their community. So Lookfest is definitely a place for people to come out and start learning. And again, that's this Saturday, 10 to 7 p.m. at
Queen's Park, Dundas, yeah.
Queen's Park. And a lot of people don't even know where Queen's Park, unfortunately, is, but that is right next to the Western Fair Farmers Market on Dundas Street. So just catch a number 2 bus, and it'll take you right past it. And it'll be a blast, because we'll be having yoga and meditation stuff there, and Paradigm Shift London's going to have a booth there, and it'll be really exciting, like guaranteed. Good day.
If you want to find out more, you can go to paradigmshiftlondon.com/Lookfest. Brendan Culleton, thanks for this, and have a great day Saturday.
Thanks a lot, John. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
5:48. I'm John Biggs for Mike Stubbs. This is London in the Afternoon from News Talk 1290 CJBK.